Hi everyone, a quick video today about some exotic woods that I picked up, and I used one of them to make a new mallet. I'll talk a little bit about the mallets that I use. This is my favorite mallet up until the one I just made, but this is a Veritas cabinet maker's mallet. It's excellent. I got it probably about 8 years ago, something like that, and in that time I've replaced the wooden inserts here. So these I did about a month ago. These are hard maple inserts with the end grain facing out. Very easy to do, very easy to replace, and I didn't do it on a lathe. I didn't bother getting the lathe out. I just did it, you know, with a chisel, spoke shave. But this is a great mallet, nicely balanced. I use it also as a dead blow. So let's say I want to raise up my planing stop, I'll reach for that. It's pretty good. I will say what happens is the ends obviously start, the sides start to go, and then you run the risk of overstrike, and you can damage your chisels with a little bit of a glancing blow because this is obviously metal. So something to be careful of, but it's a really nice chisel, and you hold it, unlike most chisels, you do hold it further down the handle to give you that leverage. A lot of people like these types of mallets with replaceable inserts. Yeah, you can screw these off. I just don't find it heavyweight enough for what I want, but it's quite useful, and I keep it under the bench. It's quite useful. This is the mallet that, oh, I also have this mallet, which I also got from Veritas. This is a medium-sized mallet. Never really used it. I don't like smaller mallets. I like really heavy mallets. And if I want to go with a delicate cut, I'd still rather have a delicate mallet, a heavy mallet, and I just make that cut. You know, this just doesn't work for me. Anyway, this is beech. So this is the mallet that I just finished making. This is sold as lignum vitae, but it's not. This is actually verawood from Argentina, I think. This is the block. So I picked up these woods from KJB hardwoods just outside Ottawa. So each of these pieces is about $30 or so. This is a 3x9. I don't know how big is this. Let's have a look. It's 3 inches thick by 8 by 8. So the mallet head came out of this block here. This is really hard. I mean, I cut this on it with a track saw. It actually planes pretty nicely, but it's so oily. You know, when I went to oil it, and obviously I oiled the ash handle as well, it just turned blue, I guess because of all the minerals and the reaction. But you know, that's what it looks like with several coats of oil on it, nothing else. You can see how it darkens. And it's a beautiful, look at that, you've got greens and blues and oranges in there and everything. So really, really nice. So that is lignum vitae verawood. This is Osage orange. This is about 20 bucks for this piece. Really nice, dead hard. Just to give you an example, this is hard maple, and this is way, I don't know, this feels way harder. And you can see I plane the ends here. Look at that. You get really nice, you know, the harder the wood, if your blade is sharp, you'll get a really nice surface. And this weighs a ton. This is olive wood. This is a bowl blank, I guess, or something like that. Again, it's 8 inches square by 3 inches thick. Really nice piece. In terms of the mallet, I'll give you the dimensions. It's 13 inches long. This is about 5.5 inches. Yeah, almost 6 inches from here to here, and 2 3/4 inches this way, and about 4 inches this way. So that's a nice heavy block. Now, in contrast to this mallet, which you hold here, this one you choke up. So you hold it up here. So your angle of attack is very different, right? You're holding it like this. That means it needs to be comfortable all the way up to the handle. You don't want sharp edges here. So I got a really nice fit, both on this side of the mallet head and on this side. It's a really tight fit. So use a spoke shave to ease this edge and then finish it with a very fine knife just to get into the corner there. In terms of use, you want your bench height. Speaking personally, obviously, a lot of people say, I'm going to set my bench height according to how I plane. And actually, it's also according to how you chisel, how you mortise. Because if your bench is too high, that means you're going to... Let me raise the camera up a bit so I can show you what I mean. Yeah, something like that. If your bench is too high, I'll give you an example. Let's raise this up by a couple of inches. So if your bench is too high, you're going to be coming in like this. That, to me, it's quite a weight to be lifting up all the time in order to come down. So I like my bench to be a little bit lower. This is about 34. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", so this is about 34 inches. A lot of people would still say even that was too high. But I like my bench to be about here. So when I hit the mallet, this is hitting around belly button height, okay? That top of that chisel's around belly button. So that's nice. I can see my chisel's nicely right angled. It's a good height for me. In terms of comparing this mallet's effect to that one, I don't even use any force, I just let it drop. And the way to check how deep is with a bevel edge chisel, you look at the thickness of the scoring mark. So if I put this one next to it, you know, it goes much lower. And that's really without any force. If I put a little bit of force, I can go deeper. But you can probably hear from the thud that you're getting a more, you know, a heavier hit with this one, with less requirement from me, you know, less input from me. So that's my mallet, and you know, that's the height that I like to work at. So it was a lot of fun making this. It was hard on the tools, really hard on the tools. I had to sharpen my chisel every couple of minutes. Well, hone the chisel every couple of minutes. I didn't use a mortise chisel. I used my regular bevel edge 1-inch chisel. This is 01 steel. That's my preferred steel. And that's it. So that's my new mallet. Thanks for watching.